Greetings, all. It's the Matter of Respect. How's everyone doing out there? Hey, they showed up. My discount comic book service pre-orders. Looks for the second half of April, give or take. A few. Discuss those as we go. Good, I love these. This big collection of these. Piling up. Here we are. There's the books. Alright. Let's try to get this going quick. More tear. Very cool. Well, made some noise there. Taking a hike there. There's the other backboard. Here's our invoice. 24 books. Here's our Marvel free previews. Free with purchase of your pre-orders. This is for May for July. Moon Knight on the front. We got the new X-Men #1 on the back. What do we get? Let's see here. Kick it off with some Stray Dogs #3 with the cover A. And a second copy. Haha. This is, I believe this is cover B for issue 4. And here we are, cover A for issue 4. Catwoman #30, Jenny Friesen, cardstock variant. Alien #2, this is Stephanie Hahn's variant. Cool with the yellow background, I like that. Sword #5 from Marvel and Al Ewing. Justice League #60, Brian Michael Bendis and David Marquez. Robin #1 by Josh Williamson. Is that his name? I know his last name's Williamson. I think it's Josh Williamson. I don't know what this is. Stray Dogs #3, horror movie, cover B. This is Annabelle. And the second one. Detective Comics 1035, Mariko Tamaki and Dan Mora. I thought the first issue was a little slow and didn't really have Batman in it. I can't remember if Batman was in it. I know Bruce Wayne was in it a lot, but I like how it's going. Batman and Detective are two of the better written and drawn books on the stands right now, and that's how it should be. And here we got Teen Titans Academy #2. This is cover B. It's interesting. It's like the classic Teen Titans, except Robin's wearing the Red X mask. And the second one. Batman Black and White #5. This is the Riddler villain variant. I'm getting the villain variant covers on that series. There's Department of Truth #8 with the Bill Sienkiewicz cover B. Seeing it online doesn't know justice. This is a really sweet cover. Frank at Home on the Farm, number 4. I think this finishes up Frank here. Scout Comics. This has been the art is excellent and the story is catching up to the art. I Breathe the Body, number 4 from Aftershock. Zach Thompson, Andy McDonald. Robin, number 1. This is the cover B wraparound variant. Teen Titans Academy number 2, cover A. And the second one. Finally, for single issues, we got crossover number 6 from Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw. This ends the story arc A, and the first story arc. I think there's a skip month, and then we get a weird issue 7 coming up. And something I've been looking forward to since the summer is The Plot, part 2, from Daniel, Michael Morisi, Hickson, and Russell with Campbell. This was on a video I watched from Dylan's Horror Show, or Dylan's Comics at the time, where he did his top so ever many horror comics list that he was recommended out to the community, and this was in there. The Plot. Most of his, I'd say all of his picks were spot on, but The Plot especially was really good. But it was sad that when I read the first trade in July, that it was just part 1, and at long last, here we have part 2. I'm gonna read this one right away. Alright, those are my pre-orders. That finishes up April for Discount Comic Book Service. Almost. I know Iron Man number 8 came out this week, and this has this week's issues in it, but no Iron Man number 8. I'm not entirely sure why. I had cover A. It wasn't a variant or anything. I'm also still waiting for Venom 35. Venom 34 with Ryan Stegman variant. So I haven't received that yet. I haven't received Iron Man for this week, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on. And then my Things from Another World is processing this week, so will it ship next week? Or will it ship the week after? I'm not sure. They take a hell of a lot of time to process things there down in Oregon at Things from Another World. And looks like they got gypped on their shipment of new comics for this week, because they just shipped out they processing what they had, and that doesn't include any of the Independence or Marvel books from this week. So it's a smaller pre-order again coming from Discount Comic Book Service. From Things from Another World. And just to pad this out a little bit, I'm gonna give you my highlights from the first Discount Comic Book Service pre-order of what I read for floppies. This is Children of the Grave. This is issue 4. It's Scout Comics from Rumsberg and Roberts on the writing, and Filippo on the art and color. This is an interesting story. It's basically a town full of people who they don't know anything about reproduction or birth, because it's all supposedly happening from a higher power. They're just spawned onto the planet, according to the preacher who runs the town. And everyone in the town is devout follower of the preacher and how things are going in this town, except for one teenage boy who's a little disgruntled with how everybody's a lapdog to this preacher. And he has found out that it's all just a big front for an alien race that comes and steals all the women and populates the planet so they can do a harvest, which is basically slaughtering everybody who's not a fertile woman once a generation. So now that he's found that out, he's trying to do something about it. And his girlfriend at the end, for the cliffhanger, she's taken by the aliens to be a new mother. So This is an interesting title. I'm really enjoying it. Star Wars: The High Republic, number 4. It started out pretty slow, but this issue it has some good human moments with Keeve Trennis, who is our newly knighted Jedi Knight, and it shows an early training montage with her and her master Skier, as he's training her in the Force and lifting her up at that point. And then Skier has been possessed by these plant alien things here that are on the cover, and she reasons with him to the point where she's like, you would never hurt us because you're my master, and that's how it's always been. And he's been kind of playing the plants, just trying to find out where they are with the Force, and he breaks through and rescues everybody. But then at the end, a spaceship full of Hutts show up with a Rancor and a few Hutts. So I guess the 5th issue will be a big battle with that. Noctera number 2 by Scott Snyder and Tony Daniel. Tomei Moro. The first issue was an interesting setup where you just kind of plop into the middle of the action. This issue kind of fleshes out the characters a little more, especially the younger brother and the sister. What happened at the start of the blackout. And this family supposedly has a way to reverse it. But then at the end, Blacktop Bill, who's the villain, says, I won't kill you, and I'll heal your brother, because he's got a bite or something, or he's changing into one of the shades, one of the black shades. So like, if you give me these two, I'll repair him. But then she asks this guy, I want you to tell me the truth for once. And he's like, yeah, it's all bullshit. I'm not going to be able to save anyone. And so, because he's like one of the truly honest people in the situation, she tears off and kills some of Blacktop Bill's men, and that is how that ends. So looking forward to seeing how that storyline continues. And from Boom, we have Proctor Valley Road from Grant Morrison, Alex Child, Naomi Franquez, and Tamara Bonvillain. The first issue was kind of a setup. It's for kind of different girls in high school who want to make enough money to make it to Woodstock and see Janis Joplin. So they take some boys from their school out to the Proctor Valley Road ghost tour, and they think they're going to get some nookie, but since they don't, the girls just kind of drive away and ditch them there, and they're all subsequently murdered by a big monster. So first half of this is the cops trying to get the girls to admit that they helped the boys dodge the draft, and then the second half is our main character going, her name's Autumn, and she's going to see what happened to the boys, and she sees some of their ghosts, and then there's like hyena men, and they're all attacking her, and all of the other girls get like kind of a psychic message to go help her out. So they're all in the mystery machine type van at the end, and then they'll have marks on their bodies that spell out the landlady, and on the last page the landlady appears before them, and I believe this is her on the cover in shadow, and on the last page you get to see what she looks like. So that's where that leaves off. But those were probably my favorites from my last pre-order. So thanks for watching. Feel free to let me know if you're reading any of these at the moment. Comment down below. If you're new, subscribe. I'm getting closer to the 50 subscribers, where I'll be giving away this Spider-Man #1 signed by Todd McFarlane. It's signed on the polybag, and it's a newsstand, but it's in a polybag. So you have to accept it raw, because if you were to have it graded, they would tear the bag off when it gets to wherever they grade, so you'd lose the signature. If you're just interested in a signed Todd McFarlane book, it's a pretty nice giveaway. So that will be coming up soon on the channel, hopefully. So everybody out there, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.